So this is question 4 on page 44. First thing, so we've got Amy and Ben doing a skydive. So the probability Amy does it is 0.9. If Amy does it, then the probability Ben does it is 0.4. So I guess the first way to think about this is it's whether Amy does it first. So whether Amy does do it or she doesn't do it. So the probability that she does do it is 0.9. So therefore, the probability that she doesn't do it is 0.1. So we've got that one there. If she does do it, then Ben does it too is 0.4. So Ben does do it there is 0.4. So the fact that he might not do it is 0.6. Now the probability that exactly one of them does it is 0.56. So what we do then is that we go along our path. So 0.9 times 0.4 is 0.36. So the probability that Amy does it and Ben does it as well is 0.36. Probability that Amy does it but Ben doesn't is 0.54. So that's probability Amy does it and Ben doesn't. Now we know that if we go back, so we've also got Ben doing it and Ben not doing it if Amy doesn't do it. We know that the probability that exactly one of them does it, so this, I'll change to probability that Amy doesn't do it, but Ben does do it, and this is the probability that none of them do it. So the probability that one of them, exactly one of them does it, is either this one or that one. So we know that the total probability is 0.56, so therefore this probability here must be 0.02 because these two probabilities have to add up to 0.56. So based on that, we'll go back to there. So if we go 0.2 divided by 0.1, we get that being 0.2. And so the probability that Ben will do it if Amy doesn't do it is 0.2. Therefore, the fact that the probability that he doesn't do it is 0.8. So 0.1 times 0.8 equals 0.08. So the probability that Ben does a skydive is, change to a green now, is either this one or that one. And if we add those two together, we get 0.38. Now, if Ben doesn't do it, so this goes on, this is like a conditional probability. So we need to work out the probability that Ben doesn't do it. So that's 0.54 and 0.08. Now, if we add those two together, that's 0.62. Now, out of those two, when that Ben doesn't do it, therefore we've got to out of those probabilities, what's the chance that Amy does it? Well, that's our 0.54 there. And 0.54 divided by 0.62 is about 0.8, I think, 0.8709. So this is a conditional probability. So the condition is Ben doesn't do it. So that's why that probability has to go on the bottom. So if we circle this in yellow, so the probability that he doesn't do it is this one, and the probability of that one. So that's why that 0.62 goes on the bottom. Out of those two scenarios, this one and this one, the probability that Amy does do it is that 0.54. And that's why you take that and divide it by that. So chances that Amy does it is 0.9. So 90% chance that Amy will actually do it. If she does do it, then Ben is 2 times more likely to do it as well, if Amy does go. Because if you compare here, you've got 0.4 that Ben will do if Amy does it, compared to 0.2 there if Amy doesn't do it.